And here we are at First State Lanes, the top 10 tournament. Bowlers Gazette, 1999 edition. Major boys. Ed Rini against tournament leader Paul Hall. This is Paul Hall from Brookside. Rolled in 1858. 9-game block to get here. The tournament was held at Pleasant Hill, Price Lanes, and First State. Ed Rini rolled 1823. Ooh. Actually, Ed Rini rolled 1773, qualified in 4th place, and made his way up the step ladder finals. He defeated Jared Pierce 256 to 179. And he defeated Dan Hutchison 236 to 189. Then he defeated Joe Lavac 217 to 187 to get here to the TV finals. And Ed Rini back with his strike. Paul Hall, get a second look at him. 17 years old, bowls at Brookside. Paul and Debbie are his parents. And his mother and father got him interested in bowling. And he bowled his first 300 game back in January of 1999. He's been bowling for 4 years. And the people who've had an influence on his game are Clint Welsh, a coach at Brookside. And another important person is the owner-manager at Brookside Lanes, John Racine. And some of his friends. And a strike for Paul Hall in the 3rd frame. Ed Rini was the champion in last year's tournament. Defeated Al Thompson Jr. And he placed 3rd in the 1997 Top 10 tournament. Top 10 tournament is a result of the Bowlers Gazette Youth Top 10 lists. The top averages in 3 age divisions: preps 11 and under, juniors 12 and 14, and majors 15 to 18. The lists are compiled by the entering averages for the city and state tournaments. And Ed Rini comes back with a powerful strike. Gives him a 3 in a row. And in the 4th frame, Paul Hall. Didn't quite get into the pocket. 2, 4, 5. The Bowlers Gazette Youth Top 10 tournament started back in 1981. First TV taping was in 1982. And Paul missed that spare. I'll tell you what, you don't want to do that against Ed Rini. The top 10 tournament ran until through 1989. And we brought it back in 1996 and brought it back to TV in 1997. Solid 10-pin by Paul. The top 10 tournament is one of the premier youth tournaments in the Wilmington area. Scratch competition, 3 centers, 9 games, and the step ladder finals. And that's the 5th frame, which means we're going to go to break. We'll be back with more action right after this. And we're back at First State Lanes. Ed Rini in the 5th frame of the Bowlers Gazette Youth Top 10 Major Boys. I almost got it. Should have gone anyhow. It's a good ball. Leaves the 10-pin. And he has 68 through 3 with a strike. Makes the 10-pin, gives them 88 in the 4th, and a 22-pin lead at this point over Paul Hall. And a strike by Ed Rini. Looks of some of the junior bowlers we've seen here today, I think the Delaware top 20 better take a look over their shoulder, because they have some major competition coming towards them. Paul running into some problems today. 84 in the 5th. This is our 13th match today on this pair of lanes, so I'm sure that the oil pattern is drastically changed over the course of the day. Paul Hall on lane 3. Excellent ball. Excellent ball. It's probably the best ball he's thrown today. He's going to need to find some more of those before this match is over. Ed Rini in the 7th frame, working on a strike. And now he's working on a double. And a turkey. 3 in a row for Ed Rini. He's got about a 34-pin lead right now on Paul Hall. Paul needs to get the rest of these strikes. There you go. He needs that. Now he needs that and a couple more here to have any chance in this match. If Ed Rini gives him a chance. still a 34-pin lead. And that lead won't get any smaller as long as Ed Rini keeps throwing those strikes. Solid 10 for Paul Hall. He's in 133 through 7. And a good spare for Paul. Ed Rini coming up in the 9th frame. Ed Rini bowling out of Pleasant Hill. Oh, solid 10-pin. If he gets this spare, he'll just about close Paul Hall out. And he does. In the 10th frame. Yes. Good strike. Why that 9-pin almost stood up. With a powerful ball like that going in, the ball is not going to deflect. That's the old-fashioned way of making the 9-pin. Oh, that didn't look like that. 4-9. And that'll give Ed Rini a good 220. More than enough pins to win his 2nd championship in a row. 226 for Ed Rini, our 2-time consecutive champion in the major boys division. And we're going to let Paul Hall finish out the set. And he gets a strike. That's what we like to see. Do the best you can, even if you can't win the match. Still give it your best effort. Good ball. He's going to finish out strong, get a good 200. But not quite enough today against Ed Rini. And good ball. Paul Hall finishes out with a turkey 203 to 226. And that's the finals of our major division Bowlers Gazette Youth Top 10 tournament. We'll be back with more right after these words.